Man, oh man, is Xbox super confident in their next generation console, the Xbox Series X. I mean, look at this headline right here. Xbox Series X, the most powerful and compatible next-gen console with thousands of games at launch. I mean, come on. That is one of the most confident statements I've seen from both Sony and Xbox. They're not only smashing anything Sony has said in the last week, but it's a direct response to a lot of the great news that's been surrounding Sony and their PS5 marketing strategy. And for the first time, I feel like Xbox is truly responding to Sony's marketing in a very aggressive way, and it's something we've never seen before from Xbox. And I'm going to be honest with everybody, I had a video ready to be made talking about the PS5 and how Sony has really shined the last couple of weeks, showing a lot of their next generation plans. Not to mention the recent 35 games being rumored on their PlayStation 5 magazine coming to the PS5. And in the middle of editing this video, this article from Xbox, I might add, dropped and instantly made me rethink my entire video and instead talk about how Xbox has really come to play next generation. Long gone are the days of Xbox not showing a lot of confidence in their product. Instead, they stand tall and show us gamers exactly what they have in store for the Xbox Series X. So let's dive into this information dump and see why Xbox Series X is going to be the most powerful and compatible console on the market. But like always, if you like the video, hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. Alright, enough of that. Now, I want to just dive right into this write-up by Xbox because there's a lot of information here that truly sets Xbox apart from any other console provider. I mean, they really are being as transparent as possible with us, the gamers. I'm truly impressed with how open and understanding they're being with their fan base. I wanted to point that out because I don't think a lot of people understand how cool it is for a massive company like Microsoft and Xbox to be this open with their fan base. And the first thing they talk about is backwards compatibility, which is one of the most important features of any console generation. Here's what they had to say. Preserving your gaming legacy. As gamers, we also know how important it is to preserve and respect our gaming legacies. Your favorite games and franchises, your progression and achievements, and the friendships and communities you create through gaming should all move with you across generations. Not only that, your favorite gaming accessories and peripherals should also move forward with you as well. Our goal has always been to empower gamers to play the best versions of games from across 4 generations of Xbox at the launch of the Xbox Series X. These principles were key to us from day one and influenced many of our design decisions as we started on our journey to create our most powerful and compatible console ever. I want to point out right away that it's awesome to see that a lot of the things we've invested our hard-earned money in will come along to the next generation, which includes all those controllers we bought or the games we got digitally. Almost everything will come along to the Xbox Series X. But what stands out the most is the games, which the article points out here. With more than 100,000 hours of playtesting already completed, thousands of games are already playable on Xbox Series X today. From the biggest blockbusters to cult classics and fan favorites. Many of us in Team Xbox play on the Xbox Series X daily as our primary console, and switching between generations is seamless. By the time we launch this holiday, the team will have spent well over 200,000 hours ensuring your game library is ready for you to jump in immediately. This to me couldn't be put any better. I mean, not only do they want to bring the games we bought for years with us to the Xbox Series X, but the internal teams at Xbox are testing the bugs and also making sure when we get our hands on the console that it will be a seamless transition. I truly have to compliment Xbox on this because it does set a very consumer-friendly precedent for us. Not only should we expect our purchases and our investments in an ecosystem to pay off, but it should be something that is a standard across the entire industry. But there's still one massive thing that's important when you talk about back compat, and the Xbox Series X in general, which is the power. I mean, even with back compat, they talk about the power of the Xbox Series X helping to make their games that much better. Here's what the article had to say about the games that will be played on the Series X. All games play better on Xbox Series X. Not only should gamers be able to play all of these games from the past, but they should play better than ever before. Backwards compatible games run natively on the Xbox Series X hardware, running with the full power of the CPU, GPU, and the SSD. no boost mode, no downclocking, the full power of the Xbox Series X for each and every backward compatible game. This means that all titles run at the peak performance that they were originally designed for, many times even higher performance than the game saw on their original launch platform, resulting in higher and more steady frame rates and rendering at their maximum resolution and visual quality. Backwards compatible titles also see significant reductions in in-game load times from the massive leap in performance from our custom NVMe SSD, which powers the Xbox Velocity architecture. As I played through my personal backlog as part of our internal testing, all of the incredible games from Xbox One and earlier play best on Xbox Series X. Did you catch that last little statement? All games from the Xbox One and earlier generations will play best on the Xbox Series X? I mean, they just put the gauntlet down saying that no matter what generation of games you want to play on, the Xbox is the best place to play. Long gone are the days of the PS4 or any other console having the power advantage, something that defined this entire generation with resolution and blades of grass. That narrative has flown out the window, and people will be hard-pressed to find a better place to play their games outside of the Xbox Series X console for the price that it will come in at. And while the hardware that the Xbox Series X will help the console push the boundaries of next-generation games, that's not the only thing that the Xbox wanted to get out of their next-gen system. Here's what else Xbox had to say. The team was not content to just rely on the increased hardware performance to improve your playing experience. The team developed new platform-level capabilities to ensure all of your games continue to get even better. In partnership with the Xbox Advanced Technology Group, Xbox Series X delivers a new, innovative HDR reconstruction technique which enables the platform to automatically add HDR support to games. As this technique is handled by the platform itself, it allows us to enable HDR with zero impact to the game's performance, and we can also apply it to Xbox 360 and original Xbox titles developed almost 20 years ago, well before the existence of HDR. All of these advances happen at the platform level and require no additional work from title developers. Wow, wow, wow. Talk about not only being one of the most consumer-friendly ecosystems around, Xbox is also looking out for the developers who are probably the most important customers for Xbox. I mean, they'll provide HDR settings and quick resume for all back-compat titles if the developers want it, at no extra charge or no extra time on the developer. All they have to do is say yes, and the developers' games get those enhancements. And us gamers get to play our games we already own at a much higher quality. That has to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen a gaming company do. Not only are they taking advantage of the hardware, but they're investing a lot of money into the software that will power the system. Xbox has really separated themselves from every other company I know. I mean, come on, how can you find a negative thing to say about the Xbox Series X at this point? It's the most powerful console ever made, period, and it has every single generation of games playing better than anywhere else. And to top it off, we gamers don't have to pay a single dollar for these advancements when we get the Xbox Series X. They'll just be there waiting for us when we finally get the console in our hands. I have to say, I'm extremely impressed with Xbox and how they've really turned things around. I mean, I've talked about them investing so much money into gaming, more than they've ever done before. And I'll close out the video with this little tidbit from the article, which to me is just as important as the others. Here's what Xbox says. With all of the additional power and advancements of the Xbox Series X, the compatibility team now has a veritable playground of new capabilities to innovate and push the limits of game preservation and enhancement. The compatibility team has invested brand new techniques that enable even more titles to run at higher resolutions and image quality while still respecting the artistic intent and vision of the original creators. We are also creating whole new classes of innovations, including the ability to double the frame rate of a select set of titles from 30 FPS to 60 FPS or 60 FPS to 120 FPS. You hear that thud in the background? That's a mic drop by Xbox and their programming team. They just said they'll give a select set of titles the ability to run games at 60 FPS or even 120 FPS. I would say that I think this will almost be certain for the first-party games Xbox creates. So, Gears 5, Forza Horizons, Forza Motorsport, and yes, Halo Master Chief Collection and Halo games coming out. All those games will get this treatment because the technology is homegrown, so expect that to happen. Let's hope they provide this treatment to other third-party games and developers are willing to work with Microsoft and Xbox to get this done. But overall, this is one of the best information dumps I've seen Xbox do, and it also makes me that much more confident in my Xbox Series X purchase. Good job, Xbox. You truly took all the hype this week, because I don't see how any other company, including Sony, can compete with this type of support. Keep up the good work, and let's hope Sony provides gamers and developers the same type of respect, because I think this type of treatment for older games should be the industry standard. But enough of what I think about all of this. Tell me what you think about all of this. Does this awesome back compat tech excite you? Are you happy that Xbox is respecting your purchases? What games do you want to see get the 60 FPS or 120 FPS treatment? Do you think developers will use this tech and allow Xbox to enhance their games? Are you impressed with the scope Xbox has taken back compat? Does this make you want to buy an Xbox Series X? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there. So get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing and let's compete in achievements for the month. I've been stuck on Sea of Thieves. I've been playing that like crazy. And I've also jumped into a little bit of Minecraft Dungeon. The game is actually pretty fun and I think it has a lot of promise. I hope they keep supporting the game and adding more dungeons in there because this is a dungeon crawler. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.